So it is 5 a.m. My day starts while the rest of the world is asleep. I'm a single person out here. So for the past 9 months, I've been dealing with an injury, and that is why I have not been able to compete in bobsled this season. As an athlete, a huge part of your identity is your ability to compete and perform. So when getting injured, a huge chunk of you is stripped away in a moment's notice. The injury itself, I was diagnosed with a sports hernia in September, but the actual injury occurred in May of last year. I strained both of my adductors, creating a lot of lower abdominal pain and pain in the groin. And I don't know if the injury happened in this acute moment or if it happened over time while trying to push through. But basically, the injury got to a point where I couldn't do what I needed to do, and I was forced to take some time off. Injuries are common for everyone, not just athletes. And it's very discouraging to people when they get injured. Ow! So during this time, I was always asked, like, what do you do to get better? How are you coming back from injury? And it's not going to be the same for everyone, but there are very common principles that can be carried over from person to person. Tip number one might be an obvious one, but people underestimate it a lot, and it is to prioritize sleep. The reason why sleep is so important is because it promotes the natural healing process. When you're injured, your body requires a lot more growth hormones to heal the body, and these growth hormones are released during your deep sleep. So the quality of your sleep really matters. These hormones are gonna stimulate muscle repair, regulate the amount of inflammation in your body, and they're gonna increase blood flow throughout your whole body into the trauma site. So when you're injured, really focus on your sleep. And if you're not, you should still focus on it because it makes a really big difference in your day-to-day and your natural energy levels. Finally made it to the gym. Have about 10 minutes before my first client. So I usually eat yogurt, granola bar, piece of fruit before starting my day. But back to the sleep. I use Oura Ring to track my sleep because you can only manage what you measure. I know when I sleep poorly, I know when I sleep great, but I do a lot better when I have something telling me and I can actually see the quality of my sleep and track some factors that contribute to better nights over the others. Also eating a yogurt with a fork because someone stole all my spoons that I brought into the gym. But as you can see right here, these are some of my sleeps from the past couple of nights, and going to bed at the same time every night makes a big difference, but also drinking a lot of water during the day. That's what I've noticed being the number one contributing factor to good quality sleep. Tip number two, training isometrics. So isometric holds are static positions, and these are really important in the rehab protocol because they're going to strengthen the surrounding areas of the pain site. They're also going to prevent any muscular compensations or improper movement patterns. When I first started going through this rehab process, I was doing hour-long workouts of just isometrics. They were brutal, it was painful, but I built a more resilient base because of it. Also, in addition to isometrics, it is really important to train in different planes of motion. So you have the sagittal, frontal, and transverse. What this is going to do, it's going to create strength in all different angles, making the body more bulletproof to everyday life and your sport specific. Tip number 3 to coming back from an injury faster is to hire a coach. Even if you know what you are doing in the gym, working with an expert is never a bad idea. And I'm the perfect example of that. I'm a world-class athlete. I'm a certified personal trainer, corrective exercise specialist, and I work with individuals and imbalances every single day. But I still sought out help for my own injury. This is because a fitness professional who specializes in physical therapy or corrective exercise can help remove the guesswork, and they will help you get back to what you were capable of before and even better. After my PRP injections, a really good friend of mine, Jonathan, helped me drastically, and I learned a lot from him. He led me through hour-long sessions focusing on isometrics, balance, and correcting these imbalances that I had created during my injury. Now I'm working with the strength and conditioning coach at the Olympic Training Center to bridge the gap from rehab to strength training. And I could be doing this myself, but I love having somebody take the stress off of it. They put the plan together and I execute it. So if you really care about coming back from this injury, hire a coach. It will be the best money you ever spend.
Beautiful ball. Good.
I am really happy with how these hats turned out. These are sweet. Great fit, clean look. But anyways, it's lunchtime, having made meals, meal prep company here in New York City. Absolutely love them. And it has to do with tip number 4. And don't underestimate the power of this one, but eating clean. When eating processed foods, it causes a lot of inflammation in the body and it's going to delay the healing process. So speaking from experience, the second I started cleaning up my diet with this current injury, I started to heal so much faster. I was eating not unhealthy, but I was kind of doing a dirty bulk, trying to put on weight. So I was eating pizza and ice cream, French fries, and there was no restrictions to what I was eating. Now that I'm eating whole foods, organically sourced, meat, carbs, vegetables, I have started to get better so much faster. So if your diet isn't the best and you're injured or you're sluggish and tired and you just feel like you can't get through a current injury, try cleaning up your diet. You have control over it. It's really easy and it'll go a long way. The 5th and final tip is probably the most important one, but it's also the hardest, and it is to be patient. Trust that your body will come back stronger than before, because when you are limited in the gym, it feels like your body has failed you. But it is easier to stay in shape than it is to get in shape, so complete rest is almost never the answer. Depending on the severity of the injury, these things can take time, so be patient. And that is it for this video. Sitting down at the end of the day to edit this, I'm extremely proud of myself for this being the quickest turnaround time on a video ever. I filmed everything today, from getting up early, eating breakfast at the gym, coaching clients, working out myself, coaching more clients, coming home, eating lunch, running errands, sitting down to do admin work, and now edit this video. But to end this video with a quick update is I'm about 90% of the way better. And a lot of it had to do with the 5 things that I talked about in this video. I'm almost fully recovered from the sports hernia from these 5 things because you have control over them. You have the power to get better. So take these things seriously and you will see improvements. I also have to thank the sports med staff at the Olympic Training Center, the support of my friends and family, and I am very eager to get back into a sled. Next steps for me to get back to competing is my plan is to go to the Olympic Training Center next month in March in a few weeks and get cleared by the doctors in person, get some eyes on feedback from the coaches on what I need to improve on, and then go into the off season, not do too much too fast, and come back better than before. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. If there's things that you would have added that I didn't include, please let me know as well. and give this video a like, subscribe, stay tuned for the future episodes, and I appreciate you tuning in.